exciting. How would you like to manage a game from ahead, just kind of be able to?
Well, I mean, when's the last time? I mean, I can't remember. Georgia on Sunday? I mean, maybe the last time. So, but we've been talking a lot about toughness and fighting and competing, and I think that's what the guys did today. It was really good.
Is that how you would define Brandon Smith's start and what he did out there in toughness and fighting?
Yeah, and I thought he was good. Really good early. A lot of chop balls. I mean, we're getting all these chop balls to our infield and some tough plays by our infielders. But I thought Brandon was really good. I mean, he had a start on a Tuesday. He came in last Saturday, and then he's short today. I wasn't even planning on throwing him that much, the 87 pitches. So he'll have a good rest getting ready for next week. But I was happy with what he gave us a winning effort.
It seemed like your defense seemed to be kind of a confident defense behind them. They looked to be very in control, not kind of waiting for something to go wrong. What was your impression of how they?
No, I thought so. I mean, they know when Brandon pitches, they're going to get a lot of ground balls. It's the infielders. They know what they're getting. So they were very aggressive. Came and made some really nice plays. Luke Hancock made a couple nice plays at first base to help them out too.
Last week you talked about just guys just trying to do too much with guys on base. And Luke goes up there and gives you great at bat. I mean, what can you say about what he was able to do there with the bases loaded and working that wall?
Well, it's the guy you want in that situation because he's not going to swing out the zone. So, and he fouled off a couple of tough pitches and put some pressure on him, and he just doesn't swing out of the zone. So, it was the right guy at the right time.
Luke made that transition from catcher DH to a first baseman last season. How much of an improvement have you seen from him defensively over at first base?
He's been good, mainly on the throws. That's where he's gotten a lot better. If you watch him making the picks and knowing how to use the bag, it just takes time, and you're seeing that with him right now.
You were talking the other day after you guys had that ball hit off the base that kind of went against you. You're saying eventually you get some bounce. It seemed like you got a couple there tonight. And how nice was it to have some things go your way and then also see you guys take advantage of it?
I guess I felt like they had a couple bounces tonight too. Balls that just land, and you have to credit them because that's a gritty offense, man. They're not letting you strike them out. They're putting balls in play. The guy makes an error tonight in the ninth, which was huge. I mean, I thought Kellum's at bat just getting on base was huge to get some momentum in the ninth at our place, and then the pressure starts to build, and you see it all in every phase, So it was nice to see.
Alder came out in the seventh. What did Fox hear from him?
We don't know a lot yet. It just didn't feel right, so we're not going to take a chance with him, and we took him out at that point.
You had to deal with some of that adversity this year. I mean, it's like, how do you kind of maintain some equilibrium and say, guys, we're just going to push through this?
It's just a message that we have to fight. It's not going to be easy for us. Not now. We've lost, a handful of guys, and next man up, and we just, we got to keep playing. Nobody feels sorry for Mississippi State. I mean, we won a lot of games over the last couple of years, so everybody's, ready to play us, and we just have to fight and compete as a group, and it's all we can do.
You guys did get some home runs in the seventh there, but it looked like for a while the guys were kind of swinging for the fences. Were you concerned about that, or are you hoping to see them kind of keep it?
No, we saw their best tonight. I mean, their guy I think he struck out 11 last week. I mean, it's a really good breaking ball when he got going. And the other two guys over there, that's the best side of their bullpen. And they had to throw a lot of pitches tonight, and I thought our guys competed pretty well. I mean, it's good stuff.
You mentioned a lot of the ground balls today. What did you thought of? I know he had an error, but the other plays that Slate made, kind of getting comfortable over there at third.
Yeah, I thought he made some nice plays, and I thought he made some really nice plays on Tuesday night. So he's a good defender over there. I mean, the one play was a tough bang play, and they had some good runners on base. So I think he peaked the second, and then he realized that was their center fielder, I think, who was going there. So, but I don't know if we make the play, even if he catches it and runs through it. It's going to be a bang at first, just a tough play. But he's playing well.
Brad's been scuffling just a little bit, and big momentum swing tonight for him to get that ball out of the ballpark. I mean, how good was it to see that, and how comfortable are you with him kind of running him back out there right now?
I'll be honest with you, I was in the bathroom, so when he hit it, so everybody tried to keep me in the locker room, so we had hit some more. But I saw Yeager's, but it's good for Brad. The good thing about Brad, he doesn't carry it around, and you never know if he's playing good or bad because he's always in a good mood. And I told him before the game he was going to get 4 hits, but he only got 1 tonight, I think, but it was a big one. But I thought the ball he hit to center was good. I thought, he competed. He put some ball, even in the last at bat, he puts that ball in play. He gives us a chance, and that's what we need.
You
he's just fresh off the field, so it's probably not fair to ask, but is there any conversations about tomorrow and Saturday with the weather coming in?
No, we're going to make some decisions tomorrow morning. So we're going to let everything go overnight. Nobody wants to play a Friday doubleheader, and nobody in our league, because, you know, it's one thing moving a guy up a day, but you're talking about moving the Sunday starters up 2 days. Makes it really tough on those guys and pitching staffs and everything else. So, you know, we're going to make a decision as late as we possibly can. We have all day Saturday to play, so if there's any type of gap, we'd like to be able to find that gap. And they're not far. They're in a bus, and they're not far. And they want the same thing. They'd rather play three days in a row instead of 2.
Last 2 weekends, you pulled Parker out, had to pull him out early in those ball games. You turned to him in the ninth night to try to hold the game where it was. What did you see from him this week that you felt like you could really trust him in that situation?
Well, I just thought we had to reboot him, you know, and so he came out on Tuesday night. I thought he was good, and then I thought he matched up well against Fox. You know, with the couple righties coming up, you needed that big breaking ball because they got some really good hitters up in the front of that lineup.
You mentioned too about you saw Auburn's best today. I mean, games like this can be a weekend ruiner. I mean, it's like if you go all in on Friday night, then you're kind of shorthanded on Sunday. So you guys threw a lot of your arms tonight too. So how big is it to invest all that and then get the W, kind of knowing you set the tone for the
Yeah, it's
weekend?
huge. I mean, as well, it's when you invest it all and you don't get the W, it's depressing because you know you've taken some of your best shots and you didn't get the W. So it's for us tonight. It's huge. We got a couple guys left for tomorrow and Saturday, so we'll be able to match up. And I'm hoping Preston's on full rest and we get a really good start from here and give us a chance.
Hunter had a couple RBIs today, but then he had that strikeout late. He was pretty frustrated of it afterwards. I mean, is that just kind of, you know, freshmen going through the emotions that kind of come with the game? And do you have the same thing?
He's always like, he don't think anybody can get him out. That's the thing. So that's part of the problem is he just gets so amped up about everything because he had barely misses the ball in the first for the sac fly, gets the big 2-out hit, hits a ball on some nights is out of here, you know, and so he has, you know, just that's when he's probably best is he's always a little pissed off in the dugout because he doesn't, he's so confident, he thinks he can get a hit every at bat, so it's a good thing.
Kind of under the radar, but how big was that play by Logan Tanner in the ninth to get that foul off the net?
Yeah, I thought it was huge, and the throw, throwing the guy out, you know, in the 8th, went through the guy out second, so we had 2 big innings there to really help us get off the field.